Well, the real estate market is certainly changing as inflation and mortgage rates continue to rise.
Yeah, Kevin Rockoff, broker and owner of Rockoff Realty, is here now to talk about how the factors are influencing everything. You know, it wasn't that long ago we came on here and you were like, oh my gosh, you know, you put the house on the market, boom, it's gone. It's cooling a little, our market, right?
It's a very, well, again, thank you for having me back on. Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
It is definitely a very different economic landscape, particularly as it relates to housing. The inflation, 40-year high. So that means the rates have more than doubled from like 5 months ago.
I'm looking at this, 2.75 now to 6.18.
That's what it was yesterday, yeah.
That's incredible.
That is incredible. I mean, that's doubling the cost of money. But not only that, groceries are up, gas over $5. So buyers are really pinched, and that's why mortgage applications have plummeted.
Isn't
So it's a very different environment than I didn't see a price drop in the market from like mid-2020 to January of this year. Just you put them on and they sold. But that's the internet and that's the market working. So now they're going on, and if they're too high, well, you're seeing price drops, which we hadn't seen for a good 18-month phase.
So it used to also be that if you want to buy a house, you need to become with your ducks in a row, offer no mortgage contingency, maybe no inspection, be the first one there. Can you do things a little differently if you're making an offer nowadays?
I think you can. I mean, if this is really a relatively, in the past few weeks, has it really changed that dramatically. So
and inventory's going up.
Inventory. Remember, builders. You see a lot of new construction going online because builders. It takes them 18 months from shovel to occupancy.
Right.
So when things were really, really tight, all the builders rushed in mid-2020, and now 18 months, you have a lot more inventory coming along. You have buyers who are pinched. So it's a very interesting, different, changing environment than it has been for the past year and a half.
Well, I can just imagine people are hesitant. They don't know where they're, the prices are rising. They don't know. Look at the stock market. I mean, so many people have lost money.
Foreclosures are up.
Okay.
So what does that tell you? That their incomes are getting stretched. So, but look, if you take the long term of things, I mean, everything, I'm an economist by training, everything is cyclical. Right? So it couldn't have lasted forever. It couldn't have gone on for, there's some bright spots. Maybe people who have been priced out of the market will now be able to afford a home.
Right, exactly.
And the one thing that you're doing is if you do have to lower the price on your house, before you could ask whatever you wanted and be like, I don't care, I'll overpay. Now, because you offer 1% to sell your house, your commission is only 1%. You're going to save the seller some money, so they'll still end up with more money in their pocket.
Well, absolutely, yeah. So my 1% is basically providing the same service that most other realtors, well, they don't really tell you their prices, but if they were, they'd be about 2.5% or 3% for the service that I provide, which is a full service listing, from professional photography, the sign, the lockbox, the contracts, the whole thing. So my business model is good times or bad. You just don't want to pay more for the same service.
Right. But what I think was interesting is you were only charging 1% even when the market was slamming. I mean, it was hot. You were like 1%, and now you're 1%, and that's awesome.
And that's because the nature of the job that we realtors do doesn't change whether markets are good or bad, right? The internet sells all the homes.
Right.
Buyers see all the inventory. So and again, we don't have a brick and mortar that you don't need anymore.
Right.
So you take those costs out of the equation, and we're able to get the job done, good times, bad times, what have you, for 1%. And I say we're growing. We've got a team now. I've got 7 agents. I've got an agent starting in Wilton. So I'm super excited to be able to save customers in Fairfield County a lot of money. So business is great. We're doing very well.
As Karen and I were it's kind of exciting to see one of your signs, because we know you. We're driving through the neighborhoods. We're like, oh, there's Rockoff Realty.
I know there's one not far away. I was like, oh, wait, that's...
I wish I could use the phrase growing, but that's already been taken.
Okay. Well, the other thing is you have a good heart, and people who care about the animals will like to know that you donate a portion of every sale to rescues.
Correct. We're very passionate about rescue animals. So 2-3 years ago, we started, every time one of our customers buys or sells a home, we donate $100 to a local animal shelter. And definitely in these, when prices are going up, they need every dime.
Oh my God,
so part of it's to create awareness, part of it's to give back. So we do it every quarter. When ending the quarter, we'll probably have sold about 30 houses. So we're donating $3,000 to our companions out in Ashford.
Sue Linker.
So we're very excited about that.
I love Sue Linker. Yeah. I'm so glad you're doing that. That's a great organization. I just did a story with them.
We're almost out of time, but is there an average time it's staying on the market? It used to be like people were saying coming soon, and it would sell the first day with multiple offers. Is the time on the market a little longer now, or?
Well, as I mentioned, you're seeing price decreases.
Yeah.
People reducing their price in order to get a contract.
Okay.
So yeah, it's going to extend, and again, it's just been a recent change that things have changed. So it remains to be seen.
Okay.
I did not know you were an economist by trade.
That's what I got my degree in.
You are very smart, Mr. Kevin.
Well, thank you. And handsome.
And handsome too. For more information, visit rockoffrealty.com. Get in touch with Kevin. He's a